Hi everyone, and welcome to Okay Seriously with Natasha, a show specifically created to be an open platform where anything goes. I am your host, Natasha Jameson. This is my passion, and I hope that I inspire you to live your own. We have an exciting show for you today as I welcome my special guest, Dream Drive's hip-hop artist, LG. He is the brilliant creator behind soulful music that echoes the untold stories of a first-generation Black Canadian. His unique style of music can be enjoyed and streamed on every platform you can think of. He is here to share his incredible story from difficult beginnings to experiences he has had on the rise to stardom. I have interviewed many people, yet it is rare to speak to someone with such persistent determination in spreading a message of hope through his signature anthems. Welcome to the show, LG.
Thank you for having me, Natasha.
I am so excited to speak with you. I don't know if everybody knows, but you and I train Muay Thai together. Like we're hardcore, we're serious. Yeah. He's serious, very serious. So from growing up, I'm going to go right into this.
Okay.
From growing up into the rough part of Toronto, where people's goal was simply survival, to the quiet kid that would get paid to write essays, where were you when I went to school is my first question. Into the artist I'm interviewing today. How were you able to harness your experiences that took you on this path?
By finding purpose.
Purpose.
Yeah.
What is your purpose?
My purpose? To bring people together and move forward with them.
To move forward with them.
Yeah.
So to unite and elevate.
Exactly.
Love that. Who doesn't love that? A little birdie told me that you had a passion to pursue the culinary arts, to go into some of the most prestigious schools. Are you kidding me right now? I need to know how this all happened. Master Chef LG.
I mean, okay, I guess in high school.
That's a curveball. We call that a curveball.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess not too many people know that, but
now they're gonna.
I guess I just had like a creative side that was like untapped.
Yeah.
And I was probably just looking for anything to get into.
Yeah.
So I just see my mom in the kitchen a lot, cooking, mixing shit up, and it kind of just looked like artistic, you know. So I figured I would just do it and then take it all the way. So I just started big. I was like, I'm gonna go to Cordon Bleu in Paris, and I'm just gonna go full force. Yeah.
I love it.
Red seal and everything. So,
nice.
but I don't think I was really like serious about it.
But there was a passion, there was an interest.
Yeah, exactly.
To create, which makes sense because you're obviously in the music industry.
Yeah, exactly.
But I need to know what your favorite dish was that you would make, or did you have multiple? Like, give me two of your favorites, or do you have one? Come on, make it good. I like to eat. Let's do this.
Probably just like a lobster kind of guy.
Lobster, nice.
Yeah.
Good. I like that. Lobster. He likes lobster. At that time, what were the circumstances behind the doors opening for you in music? Where were you some of the easiest and most difficult decisions that you had to face? What were some of them?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Yeah. What were some of the easiest and difficult decisions that you had to face?
In music?
Yeah. When doors had to open and you did not want to go to culinary school?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The easiest decision I came to terms with was that I was going to have to let something go if I was asking for something more in my life, to add something.
So you have to let something go to have something greater.
Yeah, like sacrifices. I expected to make sacrifices. So that was actually the easiest part for me to come to terms with.
That's easy because that's hard for people. I need to ask you this because that is not easy for people. How are you doing that? How do you let it go? Do you have like faith that something so much greater is going to take its place? Like, I'm serious. It's tough for people.
Yeah. I guess it's just balance. I mean, you don't get anything without giving anything in return. And
that's true.
My life was kind of just in like an endless cycle, just going nowhere. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And if you want to change that cycle and do new things, kind of step out of your zone, then you're asking for something different in your routine, right? So you can't get anything new if you're not going to sacrifice anything in return for it.
Right. So you're like a master manifester, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? I feel like that's true. Because that's exactly like the principles of manifesting. Like, you need to let something go that no longer serves you, or that, you feel like you've going in a circle and it served its purpose, and with the faith that something greater is on its way to you.
Exactly.
Master manifester. I know, I have lots of names. We see it. It's crazy. It's amazing. You inspire me so much. What was your dream for yourself at the time? How did you see yourself pursuing this goal? Like your dream. You going into this, what's the dream?
The dream. I guess it was to be like a rock star or something.
I love that.
Yeah, but.
You gotta aim Oprah. That's what I think.
Yeah.
You can't.
I mean,
no,
dream big or go home, right?
That's right. I call it
Yeah.
Oprah. Everything is Oprah for me. All my viewers know that.
Yeah.
It's Oprah or forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it was to be like an
Yeah.
artist.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Was it like a
superstar.
certain level? Like, did you have like a vision, like a massive, like stages and platforms with lots of people like resonating with your music?
No.
So what was it for you? Just putting your music out there?
Yeah, just being able to share my story. I was someone who grew up not talking a lot, not saying too much, so being able to find a voice in music
Mm-hmm.
was life-changing for me.
Now, why was that? Why did you want to keep things so like internal?
I don't know, where I grew up, like, it's pretty fast-paced. There's a lot going on. You don't really have time to talk about everything, right? Like, that's probably, if there's anything we do best over there, it's not talking about things, just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Day in and day out. Yeah, and I mean, if you're leaving there and you're kind of going to a regular 9-to-5 job or just school, like, where do you really find the time to talk about kind of traumatic things that are happening every single day? You know what I mean? Life goes on.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, no one really cares, you know what I mean? So
that's the mindset that you had. Like,
yeah,
people just don't have the time.
Yeah. Exactly.
Everybody has problems, sort of thing.
Exactly.
Keep going. Yeah. So
and there's always someone that has it worse than you, right?
Of course, that's
Yeah.
true. So then you just put that pen to paper.
Yeah, exactly.
And just poured it out.
And that was my therapy. Yeah. So.
It is therapy, isn't
Yeah.
it? I had another guest come on, Charlotte. She's gonna laugh when she sees this because she wanted me to journal. I don't journal.
Okay.
I can't journal. But that's like a form of like pouring it out and getting like healing.
Yeah, that's
you
how I
have to feel it
started.
to heal it.
Yeah.
So what would you like write about? Like the internal stuff, like the dark stuff, or all of it? Like did you just go raw?
Raw. I
Raw?
have to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gotta be honest.
You've gotta be.
Yeah.
That's how you resonate with people.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about some of the influences that you had growing up and how you found support in like-minded people. Must have been a little difficult because you're saying that everybody was busy and they had their own problems. Like, how did you find that support?
You gotta, man, good friends.
Good friends?
Yeah, you gotta find a good support system.
Mm-hmm.
I find a lot of, like, how do you say, a lot of people don't have good friends that they can kind of just call and have an active listening ear.
Just to sit there and just to hear you?
Work through things. Yeah, because I mean, more times, like, if you have a problem weighing on your mind and you kind of just get to talk through it yourself,
yeah,
you don't really need, like, you're not really looking for advice from other people. By talking through your problems, you end up solving your own problems.
That's true.
But not having someone to bounce those ideas or any kind of thoughts off yourself, it's just revolving
you just need it out and you need to be heard.
So they just end up being like
Oh my goodness.
opinions and a bunch of stuff, judgments in your head, just reverberating back and forth.
And it doesn't stop. It's like it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
And then you build on it.
Exactly.
Our mind is our own worst enemy if you don't know how to really take control over it.
Exactly.
Tell me about some of the influences that you had growing up. And let me ask you, what was the moment you realized that music was destined for you?
Music was my
Influences
destiny.
through music.
Influences in music?
Mm-hmm.
Damian Marley.
Yeah?
Yeah,
How?
that's a big
How come?
one. Just I don't know, something about the way he like sing raps. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And I think it's had like a major influence on my style.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Was he raw and real, like how you want it to be? Like
yeah, he's
right?
super conscious about everything he writes. So he'll give you the hard,
no apologies.
dirty truth, no apologies, nothing. You know what I mean? Like.
So you resonated with that.
Yeah, I did resonate with it.
Yeah.
I kind of like from him and Nas. They had a project together.
Yeah.
And pretty much from that. That's where I learned to really just be like a storyteller.
So that was the shift?
Yeah,
that was the shift.
That's the kind of artist I wanted to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, just tell a true story. Not necessarily all like super conscious like they are.
Of course.
But just to tell my true stories.
Yeah. But that's really powerful. Because it takes like a certain level of like enlightenment to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Like to resonate with people and say, no apologies, this is me. I've been influenced by these people, but this is my story.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell it. And you can take it or leave it.
Mm.
I'm good with that. I'm doing me.
Exactly.
Yeah. How did Dream Drive and you come to be? You're wearing the shirt. Love it. Dream Drive. Love it.
How did we come to be?
Yeah. How did that all happen? Nothing happens by accident. I don't
not
believe
by
in that
accident.
stuff.
Not by accident.
No?
It goes back to what you said about like-minded people. Or just
Yeah.
a few guys in the neighborhood with nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of found something that, one of the guys found that I did music.
Mm-hmm.
And then so he was like, oh, I do music, and I was like, oh, show me that song. And
Oh, nice.
kind of just started building up just one person. Now we're
Yeah.
writing songs in the basement in the car.
I love
You know
it.
what I mean? And it's just two of us. Now there's three of us, four of us. So we just started kind of building the team from the ground up.
Right.
And it's just been going ever since. Just trying to create a movement more than just a group.
Yeah.
So people are kind of, so that they're moving forward with certain values and principles.
Yeah.
You know?
You want to make impact.
Exactly.
You want them to feel like the same way that these other people have influenced you in the same light. You want them to feel that for themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah. I took a poll on social media, and I asked my viewers some questions. Like, what would they ask you? Because they knew you were coming on. Are you open to answering some of them?
Sure.
Yeah? You're like, I have no idea
I'm not
what
sure,
you're
but
gonna ask
just jump
me.
in.
Go for it. But see? You're fearless. I like that about you. I like fearless people. I don't know. Like, what do you have to lose? Nothing, right?
No.
How do you keep pushing forward in hard times was a very big one.
How do I keep pushing forward in hard times?
Yeah. We know that you let go in order to have something better take its place, but how do you keep pushing forward? This was a constant, just in variation of like, ways of being asked.
How do I keep moving forward?
Yeah. Is it a self-belief? Is it, your family? Is it your faith?
I mean, well, first and foremost, like I do have people that depend on me.
Yeah.
But I mean, ultimately,
there's got to be that one thing, that spark. What's the spark? It's the seed that's planted.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's come back to that one.
It's okay. Take your time.
Yeah.
No worries. In our conversation before the show, like I said, you really impressed me with your ability to step out of your comfort zone and let go. So I know that a lot of people were wondering how you were able to get, through difficult concepts, times. I struggle with this myself. How do you know when it's like the time to like release something and let it go?
It's hurting you more than it's helping you.
When it's hurting you more than it's helping you, that's when it's time to just like step back.
Yeah.
So you have to feel it.
Yeah.
Even if it hurts, you have to feel it first.
Yeah.
And then you have to release that pain.
Exactly. I mean, everything has pros and cons.
And then it's like, it takes time.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
Everything has its pros and cons.
It does.
You kind of got to just weigh out the balances and see what's best for you. But at the end of the day, it's about, you got to just make decisions. You can't let life run you. You got to run your life.
You can't let life run you. You got to run your life. I like that. You should name a song like that. Come on. I think that we can collaborate on this. I'm like, good for you. Come on. I like this. I'm just kidding.
Trying to get you this feature.
Yeah, please. See, that's how it happens, guys. That's motion in action. Going through the hardships and obstacles in your life, what does that do to a child, and how does that change you as a man and as an artist? I would feel like you can't be the same after something like that. You're more deep. You're forever changed.
Yeah. I have to say, growing up as a child was pretty polarizing. Just because I'm the eldest male.
Right.
I lost my father when I was very young, so naturally I became the man of the house from a very, very young age.
Yes.
So you're playing between like, surrogate husband to your mom and
Yes.
surrogate father to your bros.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, and then at the same time you have to be like, you're trying to be like a authoritative figure and guide them, but at the same time they're also just like your brothers. So you got to balance between being authority and friend, and then the lines get blurred, and you know what I mean.
And you're growing still.
Exactly. You know what I mean. So yeah, I missed out on a big chunk of my life.
But do you think it shaped you, like in the man that you are today? Do you think that you would be the same not going through those experiences?
No, not at all. I think I needed them.
You needed them.
Yeah. Like without that, I'm not here doing this interview.
Exactly.
Today.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. Very, very true. How would you describe the feeling of seeing how you reach and affect others with your music? It must be something incredible. How does that feel to you? And how do you bring your best?
It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could imagine.
Yeah. I mean, I can't lie. I was never the person growing up that my teachers told me I wouldn't do anything. I was the person that everyone told me I would do something.
That's amazing.
So I tried to shy away and not take responsibility. I'm not doing any of this. No expectations, no disappointments, So I didn't want to manage other people's expectations.
Yes, I understand that, for sure.
So it became a lot.
That's very smart, actually.
Yeah, So, I'm sorry, what was the question?
How would you describe the feeling of, with your music and your fans, how they resonate with your music?
Yeah, so at first I thought it was, like, overwhelming, like I said, but then I had to kind of shift my perspective and realize that maybe they were seeing something in me that was inspiring them that I didn't see it.
That's right.
So,
that's what happens.
Yeah, I guess I
Yeah.
felt duty bound almost.
Duty bound?
Yeah.
It's a big responsibility to have like people kind of look up to you
Yeah.
and they see that you've gone through all these struggles and you've gone at the other end. You become like a miracle, like it's possible.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? LG did it. I can do it. Like, you know, that song, that, you know, that hip hop musical anthem, like it really resonates with me.
Mhm.
And if he can resonate, you know, and speak his truth, I can resonate with that too.
Exactly.
Yeah. We are all put on this earth for a purpose. We talked about purpose in the very beginning. What is your purpose and intention?
Yeah. So again, the purpose. Pretty sure my purpose is to inspire. But yeah, to bring people together and like just elevate and just kind of be a guiding light.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, just
The
kind of
hope.
in the background, just watching the room, putting the pieces together. But
I love that.
yeah. I mean, well, where did I see it? You say you only a true leader leads the pack from the back or something. Yeah.
Yes, a true leader
Yeah, leads the pack from the back.
leads the pack in the back. That's very, very brilliant, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're very quiet. I have full energy here. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, will I be able to match his energy? Now I'm like feeling very zen. You're very calming.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that the same sort of like energy, like when you're writing your music, how do you get your inspiration? Like, do you get into that space where you're very calm, or do you rev up? Do you do Muay Thai and then you just write mad?
I don't really. The whole inspiration thing, I don't know. That's kind of. I think it's more like discipline. Like
Discipline?
I just wake up and I have to dedicate a certain time to being creative.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But how does like a story like unfold? Is it something that you've gone through and then you just like build on that?
You know, you just start with one line on the paper.
And then you continue.
One line on the paper, yeah.
So obviously you're very talented then if it's just like, you know, pouring out of you, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean some days it's
Just
you can have
pouring out of
something
you.
done in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Other times it can take like 3 months.
That's
You know,
true.
Yeah, it's really
It's
just
like that with everything.
Yeah.
What
It's
would
not a
you
linear process. Is what
Yeah.
you say.
That's true.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's all good.
What would you say is the most humbling thing you had to go through and learn, and what did it teach you?
Most humbling thing
Mhm.
is that no one cares.
No one cares?
Yeah.
That's how you felt?
Yeah.
Or you still feel?
Yeah, I still feel like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think you have to kind of. Sometimes people are looking for a reason to care, but I mean, generally, day to day, walking by, no one
Mhm.
cares about your problems. Like everybody's got problems.
Everybody's
Everybody's
got
got something to
problems.
do. You know what I
Right.
mean? So yeah, that was humbling. So you gotta figure out how to make people care, because my music is my stories, my emotions.
And
You know,
that's
I'm
how they
singing it
care.
the way I see fit.
Yeah.
You know, so in order to make you care, you know what I mean? I gotta show you why to care.
I think that's a full circle moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you're experiencing that, like, you know, and, you know, it's the world we live in, you're absolutely right. You know, some people will just come and go and, you know, very surface. But if you can kind of create something that makes people, you know, feel a certain way, because they will forget everything else you've done, but they will never forget how you made them feel.
Exactly.
And your music
Exactly.
has
Spot
a
on.
feeling,
Spot
right?
on. Exactly.
Success, very interesting. It means many different things to many different people. So what does it look like and what does it mean to you?
Success. I used to look at success as money and status and
Mhm.
all that nonsense.
But it's so much more.
Yeah, it is more than that.
Yeah. I feel like it's deeper.
It's even more than it's more than yourself too.
Yeah.
Like I can't consider myself successful if I don't reach a certain level and make sure that everybody I came up with is at that same level.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? If I'm able to go out and buy a Lambo, then everybody that knows me should be able to go out and do that as well.
Yeah.
It shouldn't just be me like feeding,
Right.
feeding. I'm not trying to be
Right.
the guy that's handing out everything. I want us all to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, to be successful together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if it's not all of us, that means one of us did something wrong.
Okay. And why do you think that is? Why would it be like something that you did that was wrong?
Because true success, it's like that.
It's like
candle
shared?
saying. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
like one candle lights another
Lights
candle,
another candle.
lights another candle,
I see
lights
what you
another
mean.
candle.
I see. That's
Now
true
it's a
though,
party.
but that's true. And that makes sense because if you're writing about these specific like topics, that's exactly how people are feeling.
Exactly.
They're just spreading it. And then they'll share your music with somebody else. They're like, oh my God, you gotta listen to LG.
Mhm.
Wow, like he's deep, he's so raw, he's
Yeah.
real, right? For me, it's living God's dream.
Living
I'm
God's dream.
happiest and I feel the most successful when I can make somebody else happy
Mhm.
and when I'm living God's dream for me.
Nice.
Yeah. I just want to share a little bit about myself
That's
too.
okay.
Let me ask you this, LG.
Yeah.
What are you the most proud of in your life? To this point, I'm sure there'll be lots of other accolades.
What am I most proud of?
Mm-hmm.
I think my friends.
Your friends?
Yeah, my friends, my brothers, myself. Because we're making it, we're moving forward.
Yeah.
We're progressing, yeah.
So you have a lot of respect for them.
Yeah, I do. We've all helped each other get to where we all are today.
I love that.
Yeah. I think I'm very proud of my network that I built.
I think that's a
lot of
really important thing to have, because without that, it's nothing. It's very, very surface and it's not deep. What is the process in creating your material? You said that you set out a little bit of time?
Yeah, I think it became more.
So is it a couple of hours? Is it like a certain day you just write?
Morning times.
Morning is good for you? Inspirational, kind of creative?
Yeah, exactly. So wake up,
And then just get to it?
Yeah.
And then carry on with your day? Do you meditate or anything like that before you do it? Do you try to center, try to be
meditation,
routine?
but I do gotta collect my thoughts.
Collect your thoughts?
Yeah, 30 minutes to an hour, just collect
Just to
thoughts.
collect okay, that's fair enough. What is the most difficult decision you had to make to pursue your dream?
The most difficult decision is tell my mother I am not gonna be what you thought.
That's right. Oh my God, the expectation is real. What does she want? The culinary chef? Like, what does she want you to do?
No, actually, my dad was a chef. So he was an imam, a leader in the mosque.
Mm-hmm.
So, naturally they thought I was going to be that too.
Do?
And I decided, rap.
Right.
So, it wasn't the proudest moment when she first found out.
But now she's over the moon, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's why I really believe in what we're doing, because even she's come around, and she's the last person I thought would come around. You know what I mean? Understandably.
Of course.
Cultural differences, all
totally
of that.
Different, yeah.
So just to see her come around now, and she's supportive, and she'll be watching my YouTube videos and stuff. So it's like,
that's so great.
Wow, yeah. So we must have something real authentic and genuine going on if we were able to show her that this is something that has longevity,
that was so regimented,
sustainable.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
How do you want to be remembered? What is your legacy that you want to leave behind? So when all this is done and over, how do you want to be remembered?
Gotta help my people.
Did you help them?
Yeah.
Supported them?
Yeah, supported them. I was there for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just being there.
Just being there?
Yeah.
But that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that as soon as they climb up, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. I really respect the fact that you're not forgetting where you came from. You're not, all of those experiences you had, you're owning them, and then you're using them to your advantage. You're open to other things, and you're supporting your team, but you're not leaving anybody behind, because that's not how you are.
No.
I feel like people that are like that, they don't elevate as high. People don't resonate as much. Does that make sense? Because it's all energy. We're energy, right?
Yeah.
We're talking, people are going to be watching us, we're creating a vibration. And then people are going to share this, and they're going to listen to your music, and they're going to say, oh my God, what they talked about.
Yeah.
It really meant something to me because I went through this experience, and I can, your music will resonate on so many levels to people. That's really good. I know you've seen my show before, so what is the takeaway? That's my last question. What is the takeaway for our amazing viewers?
Takeaway time.
Just a couple points. Master Chef LG.
Dream big.
Dream big.
Dream big and drive forever.
Dream big and drive forever.
Yeah.
Meaning hard work and just don't stop.
Yeah, I mean there's no top, there's no where you stop.
No, just keep going. There's no limit.
I mean it's just
keep going.
Yeah. What's the cliche saying? The journey is in the destiny. I mean the destination is in the journey.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's so cliche, but it's really true.
No, it is true.
It's really true. I mean if you don't enjoy the process, then you're never gonna actually get to where you're going.
It's hard because people only see the prize.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they forget all the different experiences that took them there.
Yeah.
And at the end of your life, you want to be, I did it my way, no apologies, there's nothing that I would have wanted to do differently. That's what it is for me.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same?
I do feel the same.
I don't want to have any regrets. No regrets. That's my thing.
That's another takeaway.
No regrets.
Speaking of legacy, you said about
legacy?
Yeah, that's it. I want people to know that I lived.
Yeah,
I did I lived my life on my own terms.
I love it. You lived your life on your own terms.
Yeah.
That's all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much for being a part of my show.
Thanks for
I
having
really
me.
appreciate you taking the time, and I look forward to us like connecting in Muay Thai again and to your enormous success.
Thank you very much.
You're like really inspiring me to manifest even bigger dreams.
Thank you.
So next time it's like Oprah stages.
Okay.
Okay? You'll come on bigger
Alright, I'll
Oprah
hold you to
stages.
that.
Okay. That's all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, share, and to subscribe to our channel. And until next time, bye.
Thank you.